pause and unpause. I'm gonna actually right now change some scores because I'm noticing some things as I'm actually standing in here in the studio. And we are back. There it is. Ultra Lone Peak 6. Nice looking shoe. Gotta say, Ultra. I like that nice bright colorway. Pops on the screen when I'm out there filming for all of you. How we doing? Welcome back. Another shoe review. Trails. It's exciting. You know, raise your hand in the comments. Who's excited for trail season? Now, it might be trail season right now where you live, depending on the snow conditions. Here, we can still get out there. It snows, and then it melts, turns to mud, snows, freezes, melts, turns to mud. It doesn't stay frozen all winter because we do get a lot of sunshine here, but everyone in the southern hemisphere, okay, who's enjoying the trails right now? Let us know in the comments, but I am excited, I gotta say, to get back out there, get some vertical in the Ultra Lone Peak 6. Here we go, 25, actually here it is, I don't even remember what I took it to, but I definitely took it over 25 miles. Let's do the twist test. Whoa, flock of geese, wow. This is the first time I did the twist test. That is pretty amazing right there. It is twisting, which I like, all right? Flexibility out there on the trails, and it is a zero drop shoe, which I'll just say right now, other shoes to buy, I always say, I can't do any other shoe companies because I guess I could do Topo, right? But I've never tested Topo. Zero drop, it's just hard to compare to other running shoe companies out there because it is such a different type of feel under step. All right, let's dive into it. 25 in the heel, 25 in the forefoot for that zero drop. Let's fire up the scale. Forgot to do that. I believe in my size, we're looking at a solid weight for a trail shoe. Let's go. 8.6 ounces, okay? And there's women's size 8, men's size 9 on your screen. Along with that score, solid score upper, we're looking at a quick drying, breathable mono mesh. I gotta say, I loved it. Now, you will get wet if you're going through some serious mud and maybe some creek crossings. We don't have a lot of creek crossings here in Colorado, but you will get wet through that toe box. It's not a completely covered overlay through the toe box. And let's do the toe cap. Not completely stout. I can bend that toe cap, so if you want a little more protection for your toes, just keep that in mind if you're prone to kicking rocks and roots out there in your adventures. All right, overall, let's do, gusseted. Fully gusseted. There's my lockdown score, pretty standard, but I gotta say, love the gusset Ultra, and the tongue is great, laid on top of the foot really well, very, nothing in the heel, okay? But I must say, it's interesting, we'll get to the fit in a second, I didn't feel my heel slipping out there, and I did go true to size, okay? So overall score for the upper, I'm pleased. Nothing jumping out at me crazy, but I'm pleased, all right? Here we go. Midsole Ultra Ego. It's EVA based, okay, with a natural ride system, which includes a more natural foot shape feel under step there. All right, gotta say, 25 millimeter stack height. I would not personally be taking this shoe past 8 miles, 10 miles out there on the trails. Personally for me, I'd bump up to the Timp if I had the choice, okay? It's fine for that shorter-ish distances out there. But if you want that zero drop, and that's why I wear zero drop, stretch out the soleus, stretch out the lower calf, especially that lower kinetic chain, like just above the heel. Even frankly, when I had my plantar fasciitis 2.5 years ago, I was training in zero drop in order to help me overcome the PF, and It's hard. I was doing a ton of different things, so I can't credit the zero drop 100%, but I got over it, all right? I ended up overcoming the plantar fasciitis. So ride and energy, 7 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10 for that midsole ride. Outsole, oh my, Max Track outsole rubber. I gotta say, the reason it doesn't get a great score, I think the depth of the lugs is not matching the width of the lugs. Meaning, I think the lugs are too blunted. Like I wasn't slipping all over the place out there, but I think they could either make the lugs a little leaner so they bite them. It's hard to describe. So they bite the mountain a little better. I was going up some steep sections just to test out those lugs, and I wanted a little more bite under step. That's why the outsole, or reduce the depth of the lugs and turn this into a little bit more of a commuter shoe to the trails. Does that make sense? Anyway, there's the outsole rationale with a 6 out of 10. Fit, true to size. Gotta say, I'd go a half size down. I don't think I'd go a full size, but I'd go, Altra, their toe boxes are just huge. That's what they're designed for the toes to splay out, spread out. If you like that feeling inside the shoe, I'd go true to size. I prefer a little more snug, so I would go a half size down personally for me. All right, positives and drawback. Positive is the ground contact feel you have. If you prefer a little more nimble, like you feel the rocks just a smidge under step, go that route. Go this route. Get this one over the Timp or definitely over the Olympus. It's just you do feel the ground a little bit under step if you like that feeling. And drawback is the lugs on that outsole. I just not bad, but I think we could bite the mountain a little bit more. Okay, I already said how I'd use this shoe, about that 8 to 10 mile range. And who is it best for? Again, ground contact feel. Okay, I'm pause, and unpause. I'm gonna actually right now change some scores because I'm noticing some things as I'm actually standing in here in the studio. But first, we'll get the price point. There's my score, $140. Okay, other shoes to buy, all Altra shoes. It basically just varies. Actually, I'll try and put on the screen as well the stack heights for these, I think 2 or 3 Altra shoes along with the price point, just so you can see the different stack heights. And, okay, shoe quick specs one more time for the Altra Lone Peak 6. Okay, now I'm going back and I'm actually altering the upper score and the durability prediction. We're going to put it on the screen right now. And the reason, which is going to impact the final score, I'm noticing some tearing right here on the toe, like on the upper. I didn't notice it as I was reviewing the shoe. It's just like a little tear. That is not good. It's just the beginning of a little tiny tear right there in the upper. So I'm calling myself out. All right, there you go. Which impacts, so I actually don't know because I haven't added it up, the final score, but there it is on your screen now, okay? And compared to the Altra Lone Peak 5 final score from 1 year ago right now, all right? There you go. Sorry about that. I just didn't notice there's a little tear there in the toe box. Okay, onward and upward. There you go. Altra Lone Peak 6. Sorry about that. A little curveball live in the studio. Comment of the day, question of the day, Justin Mulder. Here we go. I believe this is from the Lone Peak 5 full review. I love my Altra Lone Peaks. They are the Goldilocks because they have just the right amount of midsole for me. I feel grounded, there you go, and yet protected. And the zero drop helps me with being balanced and nimble over technical terrain. Gotta say, I hear what you're saying, Justin. You do feel kind of united with the ground more. Been waiting for you, Seth, to find the Lone Peaks and review them for a while. I will definitely be buying the new Rivera to be my new road shoe, as I have about 1,100 kilometers on my Escalantes. There you go. All right, question of the day. What makes you smile every time you hear it or see it? All right, what makes you smile? Oh man, so many things. So let us know down in the comments. All right, Altra Lone Peak 6. Done. Oh man, sorry about that. I think that drops the final score definitely below the 7s. It was above 7, so that's too bad. That is too bad. All right, everyone, we will toss it to the Lone Peak 6. Ultra Lone Peak 6, right there, right there, right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.